All right, welcome back to Mr. New Reacts. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Soul Spark Tarot. Ah man, I don't know why that be in my mind, but here we are. We coming in with a angel message today. Angel message. So let's get into it. Again, thank you to the 24 of you for being here, subscribed on the channel. It's definitely something that makes me feel good. I'm happy, and I hope that we keep growing, changing, and appreciating one another. So, I got these two angel decks, Doreen Virtue Angel deck, right? That's the purple one. And then, haven't brought this one out in a while, but this is the Companion Guide to the Angels. This is one of the first angel decks I've had for a long time, and it's been great. They've both been great. So let's get an angel message today. I think that's important based upon our last message that we had, um, which was all about the career change. I think we need a little bit of assistance to help us truly feel loved. You know, realize that out of all of my selenite crystals, the I am loved one is the least used out of me. Even though I use all the other ones to really make myself feel loved, this is the only one that really doesn't get used. It's just always around. So instead of just using the love around you, let's find the love within you. Let me hear real quick. Repeat after me. I am loved. I am loved. All right. So, uh, quick gap session, just a quick one. Uh, man, so I'm a little bit of a nerd, a lot. I like learning shit. Or I'm a geek, sometimes you can say. A geek, not just a nerd, because people don't understand differences. But, so I'm into like shit like Pokemon and anime and things like that. I got an emulator on my phone, and then I got what is called a ROM hack, which is it's a fan-made version of the Pokemon game that I'm playing. And so this one is called Pokemon Legacy from I think Smith plays Pokemon. Um, Pokemon Legacy. He got another one, Pokemon Crystal, and he's currently working on Pokemon Emerald Legacy. So those are all the in-between games um, from the original series. So if you start off, if we used to go to America, I'm in America, so I'm gonna use America. But in America, you had Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and then they made Pokemon Yellow, which is supposed to be like closest to the show, and then it's supposed to be the combination between them both. In Japan, I believe that it was red and green, or no, blue and green. Anyways, green was the main one. That was the main one. And then you had blue or red, one of the other two. And then they came up with yellow after that. So, same thing here. You had Pokemon Gold, then you had Pokemon Silver, and then you had Pokemon Crystal in the middle. Then you had Pokemon Ruby, then you had Pokemon Sapphire, then you had Pokemon um, Emerald in the middle. I think the same thing goes with like you have Pokemon Violet, then Scarlet, and then I think it's like Legacy or something. I don't know. The newer ones are a little bit more out there for me. But anyways, I just got my ass whooped. I never got my ass whooped in one of those games. Like I just got my ass whooped. I'm walking around with like regular ass leveled Pokemon, just la la la, about to go get my motherfucking Zapdos. And then didn't realize like when I got the Articuno, which is the legendary birds, um, there was a trainer there who was kind of tough. And normally in the regular game, it's not there, but that's the whole point. These games are supposed to be way more entertaining for like the true Pokemon fan. And in Pokemon Yellow's case, it's supposed to be directly closely related to the actual show as it possibly can be. But again, he throws little twists in there. I'm playing on the hard mode, which I can't use items in battles with the trainers. I can't. It's stuck on set mode, which means if I choose to switch out a Pokemon, I lose a turn. And so I'm trying to get this Zapdos, and then there's this random motherfucker named Craig. Craig just sitting here chilling, And then he like, oh yeah, whoever win get the bird. And, was like, all right, bet. This nigga pulls out a level 55 Jolteon, which is the electric Pokemon that knows a Earth type move. And then I'm like, oh shit, I don't have anything to like go against Earth, anything that's weak against, that's strong against electricity. Everything that I had pretty much was weak against electricity because it was a training mark or training arc. But anyways, I beat one of his Pokemon out of six, and then it got to his second one, which is a fucking Aerodactyl, and that is a that's a ancient Pokemon. You need to have a fossil to get there. How in the fuck have I seen four people with Aerodactyls in this game? It's just they don't just pop. They're not just laying around, you know. And this goddamn Aerodactyl is a flying Earth type. It flies away and then it uses a Earth fucking move, and all of my Pokemon are just dying left and right. I'm like, bro, I can't even use a potion to save my niggas. Ah, God. So, just got my ass whooped before this reading. And you know what? It was good. I'd rather get my ass whooped on a game than my ass whooped in real life. So, with that being said, let's get into our reading. Again, it's going to be super short just outside of that, yeah, because this is just pretty much piggybacking on the career change life purpose. I just want to see what your angels say about it. So, let's start off with the Doreen Virtue deck. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just going to shuffle it or cut it. They say start off with the Angel deck. I'll just call it straight up the Angel deck because it's just straight angels. Okay. But yeah, we're making little changes, and I think that was a good. I know that rant seemed to be a little irrelevant, but in the previous reading, we're talking about how we need to be. The teachers are able to see the multitude of responses that are all synonymous to what we call the correct answer. That is the 2/2 over here. That is the 3/3 over here. But then understanding that 3/3 and 2/2 both equal 1. But the teacher understands that I know I got 1, but I got different expressions of the 1. And we tied that into you as a person making a career change. You might love your industry, you might love your career, but there is more than one way to express that love for that career. And so if you are a nurse, I like to use nurse because I had a long-term girlfriend who knew she wanted to be a nurse so bad. She wanted to be a nurse. So ever since like we started dating when she was a sophomore in high school until out of fucking college, her mission was to be a nurse. And then towards the end of us breaking up, I think she's not even a nurse no more. I think she's doing something alternative. I don't know how to talk to these people, but last time when I was speaking to them, I had the inkling of she was shifting away from being in that role because she was dealing with bullshit. And she just didn't understand that part. She was in there for the love of the industry. But in the industry, there are other aspects like HR, like maintenance. There are fucking finances and accounting. There's things that are not just the job. And so that is what I'm trying to get to with you. I think she would be an excellent teacher. She should go find a class. I think she started doing like travel nursing, but I know that was something she discussed because we wanted to travel. But I think that that would have been a good thing. And that's the same with you all. You can stay in your industry, but you need to go interact with people in a different way. Whether that is you focusing on the physical body, the energetic body, but no matter what, you're going to go to a place where people don't know the information. And that's really where you need to be. So, with that being said, let's get our overall angel message. Okay. So we got Raphael, and then we got Javiel. So we got the number 11, which I love that. And then we got number 1, which is an archangel. That is Raphael, archangel. That means he's the leader. If I had to call it anything, call it a fixed sign. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Those are your fixed signs. Those are your four, okay, right? They are the nodal points for the other sides of everything else. Same thing here. Raphael, Uriel, um, and Michael, and I always forget the last one, even though he's the most important for me. Um, Gabriel. Those are your four nodal points. So we're looking at Raphael. We got Habiel. Let's read these so you can understand. So again, looking at the numbers first. Looking at the numbers first. 1 and 10. So Habiel is a water element. She's the last card in the water suit. That's so funny. And then Raphael, I believe, is an air. It's crazy. Yeah. So Raphael's the air card. He's the start. He's the progenerator. And then you have Habiel. She's the end, and she's the end of the water signs. So when you take a look at both of these cards, you got to understand. You guys can't even see them. When you take a look at both of these cards, ah man, I can't worry about it right now. What you got to understand is these two things work together. The mind and the emotions, they work hand in hand, right? There's water above the ocean, always. Or excuse me, there's air above the water, and we call it an ocean. My words are all over the place today. Crazy. Anyways, Raphael is the sign of healing, but Habiel is the sign of loyalty. So I think as we're piggybacking, your message is to stay loyal to your healing, or you have been loyal to your healing, which is causing that career change. The career change might be something happening in the mind, the body, the heart, the soul, but we got to look at it physically and non physically, and then we got to look at it in a new space or a new place or a new area. Those things are going to help us understand way more as we get into this card, but we got like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The idea is once we start to see what we've been loyal to and what we've been healing, we can probably use both of those things to make something new. Like if you've been loyal to your job as a teacher, but then you've been loyal to yourself as a person healing, you've been healing certain parts of you. Now you might go to a new place and then teach people about what you healed. Like I've taught people how to heal my own confidence and be authentic. I've taught people how to be proud of who they are and be okay with people not liking them, not appreciating them. I've been teaching people how to do the same things with yourself when you don't like certain parts of you, when you do certain things or not. I'm teaching you how to do certain things because I've done them. I've healed myself, and so guess what? I can teach it. But I've been loyal to that, which is why I can. So it's not that I'm going to try to express anything way more complicated than what it needs to be. It's just a simple fact of saying, oh, this is my way. I can teach you that. And that is it. Let's read for you. Healing, Raphael. Raphael is usually depicted Raphael is usually depicted as a traveler. He wears light yellow, casual robes and sandals. He carries a long staff in one hand and a fish in another. This reminds me so much of the hermit energy. Hermit energy, whereas this being the lamp to emotions. He has a canteen attached to his belt. Raphael has long fair hair. Around his shoulders, he wears a violet cloak. Raphael has been called the angel of the sun. Consequently, the sun is visible in the background whenever Raphael is depicted. This is an air card. This is an air card. Keep that in mind. It's mental, it's stories, it's thoughts, things you tell us, the intelligence. Raphael is one of the guardians of the tree of life in the Garden of Eden, and part of his garden can be seen behind him. Raphael is also associated with healing for many reasons, but mainly it's because he restored the eyesight of Tobit using gall from a huge fish. Raphael also instructed Noah on medicine. Raphael also helped Solomon build his great temple. He is also believed to be the angel who troubled the water at the pool of Bethesda. The first person who stepped into the pool after the troubling waters were cured. So, again, this is showing me that this is a person moving from place to place, being themselves, but because what they are as a self is helpful, is healing, it's creating positive influences and impacts on these environments that they're entering. It's showing you that you are an expert in your field. You know everything that you need to know. You've loved yourself and nurtured yourself well enough to where you are the top dog. But what does this mean for you? What does this mean for you? This says you need physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing. The healer needs to be healed. The doctor needs a doctor. The teacher needs a teacher. The professor needs a professor. The mom needs a mom. The dog needs another dog. Everyone needs something always from another. We currently need some physical, mental, emotional, spiritual healing. You may not be aware of this, but it is important for you to allow enough time for your body, your mind, and your spirit to restore itself so you can work at your very best in an emotionally high state. A walk in the park or some quiet time in which you nurture yourself will play big dividends, especially because we had the tower moment in reverse, which means we need some time for some soul searching. So just like I went and I did not yoga today, I decided to go and run. That was great. That part of my body needed to heal. My lungs needed to breathe. Outside of just pushing carts and shit, I needed to get out here and see something else. And guess what? It's bringing more to me. But it's not like that I've been avoiding it. I just have not maximized the time that I've had to utilize it. So this is stepping right into this loyalty aspect. Let's look at Habiel. Habiel lives in the first heaven and looks after Monday, the day of the moon. Habiel's task is to help people find the necessary trust and openness to commit to each other. For me, it's always commit to yourself first. So if you commit to your healing, be loyal to your healing. Doesn't matter when you heal, doesn't matter where you heal. Just understand that eventually you're going to be doing some healing. And you can trust yourself, you can be loyal to that fact. And then we can trust that fact with other people now because you trust yourself in the ability to change who you're loyal to, but you're always going to have that loyalty to yourself. Consequently, she is sometimes referred to as the angel of love. Habiel's role also extends to loyalty and commitment in every area of life. Habiel wears a white robe and has a red heart pendant around her neck. She has long dark hair and is sitting on a park bench at dusk as a young couple walks past hand in hand. The moon, the ruler of Monday, is visible in the sky. Baby, baby, you're my sun and moon. Girl, you're everything between. A lot of pretty faces could waste my time. The sun and moon came out. Sorry, Anaz just came out of me. No Diddy. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, anyways, the challenge with this card of loyalty says, you have drawn this card as you are finding it hard to handle your emotions and your feelings. So you need to go find a place so you can go heal them so you can be more emotionally attached to that subconscious self that wants to come out and make a career change. Again, let that person come out of you because at the end of the day, it's still you, just a different version of you. It's not the 2/2 side, it's the 3/3 side. It's still just one you. Know that those expressions are not you. They're just expressions. So you can always change. You can stay loyal to yourself even while you're changing. There may be a fear of change or commitment. Commit to the changes that you're going through, baby. You can do it. You can do it. You need courage to open yourself up to others and express the inner you. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it, do it, do it. You can do it. I am loved. Say it again. I am loved. You can do it. You can do it. It can sometimes be hard to be loyal too. Your loyalty could be tested in the next upcoming week. So stay loyal to you. Stay loyal to the things that you're committed to, and don't be afraid to commit to something new. That's the whole point of you being multiple versions of you. It's still just you, but you can be Mr. Renew too. You can change it up and you can be a brand new version of yourself while maintaining the self that you love. What's our final message? What's our final message? Mr. Telephone Man. It's time to reward yourself. You've been given a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Receive your own loyalty, man. Receive your own love and healing, man. Go do some things for you. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. Don't just do some shit like go eat some food. Go sit down and eat some food somewhere. Ooh, nice restaurant kind of vibe. Go doll yourself up and just say, hey, I'm just going to the movies now. Haven't been to the movies dressed in a suit before. Do something to make a part of you that is neglected feels seen and heard. You have to, because at this point in time, you got to be loyal to all parts of you, and sometimes we don't like all parts of ourselves. So instead of saying, oh, I shouldn't do this, oh, I should do that, do them both. I've always say that. Try them both. Just instead of doing it 100% over here and 100% over there, do a brand new thing called a 50-50, which still gives you 100%. 50 cents plus 50 cents still gives me $1. No matter if I have a paper dollar over here, a paper dollar over there, or 4 quarters in the middle. This is why I love teaching measurements in school. Anyways, the balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So as you balance this healing or the sun, as you balance the moon, as you balance the healing with the loyalty of what you're healing, where you're healing, who you healing, you got to see yourself as the in-betweener. And guess what? As you're searching for your career change, balance what you reward yourself with. If it's the reward of fucking smiling children every fucking day, do that. If it's the joy of new environments with smiling children in those places every day, do that. If it's the reward of saying, wow, you've changed my life, thank you so much. But sir, all I did was just give you an IV push, Go to that place and appreciate and do that. You have to believe in the places that you're located. You have to believe in the spaces that you're entering. And you must believe that you are the contributor to both those places and spaces that are healed and that you're loyal to. So make sure you're loyal to the you inside as you're giving and the you inside that needs to receive. Again, not all places are meant for receiving. You need to go to your job and give up a lot of work sometimes. But the reward behind that might be the fact that you just know that you're doing a good thing. Doesn't matter. I had to look at Instacart today and they told a little story about my profile. And it was like, I've helped so many people do certain things, like spend more time with their own families. Because they don't have to go out and shop. They can just get ready to cook. They can spend more time with their family. I didn't even think about that. And so it was just saying how Instacart and their shoppers, the shoppers is the most valuable product on it. It made me feel good. So again, I've been learning how to adjust. I've been loyal to myself. I've been loyal to the changes that I've been bringing to myself. Again, I've been having faith that I'm healing certain parts. Again, especially my anger, and at the end of the day, I'm going to keep healing and I'm going to keep getting better. I'm going to keep loving myself and I'm going to keep showing myself that I am loved. Let me hear it one more time. I am loved. You are loved. You're loved by me. Whether you're a stranger passing by, you're one of my 24 subscribers, I love y'all so much. I hope you love yourself so much, and I hope you tell somebody else they're loved too, because you're receiving that as well. So, go receive and go be great. Peace.